The Mega Man X franchise. Interesting little series, isn't it? Where the overall quality of them went from amazing to really fun to decent to why would you do this to oh god, kill with fucking fire to okay. But one constant good thing that remained throughout all the games is their music. Even though the X soundtracks have never been as close to my heart compared to the ones from the classic series, there are still plenty of fantastic songs to pick from. I'm only focusing on the mainline games here, so no mention of Command Mission, Extreme Games, or Maverick Hunter X. These are specifically my own personal favorites, and feel free to comment your own picks below. Like people even comment on my videos. Oh, I do make myself laugh sometimes. Grizzly Slash Stage, X5. Let's kick off this countdown with one of the coolest stage themes. At first, I couldn't place my finger why this track stuck out to me. It may be because of all the different places it goes during its runtime. A lot of good contenders were cut off from this list because they were just too all over the place. But this is just the right amount of all over the place. Yeah, the shit I say doesn't make any sense, I know it never has. Nothing to do with anything, but kind of fitting that the boss of the stage was named after one of the coolest guitar players of all time. I still can't decide if referencing Guns N' Roses members with all the bosses is the stupidest or coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Opening theme, X2. Talk about an opening to get you hyped as all hell for the sequel to one of the best games on the SNES. It just kicks off, the melody keeps going and going and will not let up until finishing. It actually benefits this song for being pretty short. What little time there is has to be spent very efficiently, and in some ways, that makes it seem bigger than it actually is. It's one of those rare cases where less is more.
How can less be more? It's impossible. More is more.
Shut up, Bingwei, you dumb genius god, you. Moving on. Our Blood Boils, X7. An excellent example of a second to last boss theme. It's decently intense, not overwhelming though. Perfect speed, not sluggish or shredding it like hell. Just nice. It's nice. Easily the best track from the black sheep of the franchise. Just wish that the fight with Sigma that goes with this song would be better. But then again, what else is new? See, the joke is that all the boss fights in X7 are fucking shit. Like, look at this crap. Come on, Sigma, you're gonna tire out sooner or later, but me, I can do this all day, baby. Do something, you fuck! Opening theme, X4. The intro with that smooth build-up, hearing X's chart shot, and boom! It truly begins. The melody going higher and higher, getting more intense by the second, just getting you so excited. It all sounds so uplifting, I can't help but smile whenever hearing it. For X4, they sure picked the best for the first thing you hear, while showcasing some of the cool anime cutscenes from the game. Though, a wise choice not to showcase any of the voice acting from the actual cutscenes, because the voice acting in X4 was, well...
I will not betray the humans. Now go! Destroy him!
Emergency! Emergency!
What am I fighting for?
Shit.
Thankfully though, what you're hearing is the exact opposite of those performances. Opening stage, X1. Yeah, you all saw this one coming. One of the first tastes of what the musical capabilities of the X series could and would be. In fact, when people think of the X soundtracks, this is usually one of the first ones that pops into our minds, and for good reason. It is a great song. For me, it gives out this kind of melancholy feel with a hint of struggling in it and a sort of righteous side trying to get out. Now you might be asking, Isle, what the fuck are you talking about? You gotta remember, it's just like Bill Cosby always used to say.
Loves me some white pussy. Aww.
Exactly. If this ain't the most professional segue ever, I don't wanna know what is. X versus 0, X5 and 6. Before anyone says it, yes, this version of the song isn't 100% identical to the ones that's in 6, but there is so little difference between the two that it doesn't matter. Got it? Good. The amazing theme for when the two longtime friends / allies X and 0 face off against each other. Because plot. Yeah, I felt pretty forced the first time, but who the hell cares? This song kicks ass! The delightful dancing melody in this just, makes me feel all kinds of wonderful feelings. Not in my pants though. That would be weird. What is not too weird is them pretty much using one song for 2 separate games. Laziness? Yeah, but I'll let it slide this one time. Zero's theme, X3. Boy howdy. After X gets captured like a dumbass, you get to take control of Zero for the first time, and it is awesome. He can charge those powerful shots, use a saber, is able to face tank a boss, but the greatest aspect? His theme. Such glorious sound with that smooth ass bass line truly makes you feel like one of the most powerful Reploids ever. A quick mention to the PlayStation version of this song too. I don't think I'll break many hearts when I say that the overall soundtrack of X3 was better on the Super Nintendo. But a really good one from the PlayStation version was Zero's theme, with some extremely tasty saxophoning. Simpsons reference.
Saxophone.
Honestly, this is how the situation is when you get the end part of Zero's section. X, you okay just sitting, or okay, floating there? I'm just gonna listen to my theme a little longer. That's cool with you, right? Okay, thanks. Dun, 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 dun. Sigma's second form, X6. That is exactly what me, and I'm sure many other people said the first time hearing such a thundering track. This is what you call a fucking end boss theme. The little opening at the beginning just makes the sudden change hit you in the face that much harder. This song pretty much says, you came here, welcome to your fucking doom. And it is going to be great. Funny though how this kind of song was preserved to a pretty easy end boss. After one of the most annoyingly frustrating games I've played in a while, this was a fantastic way to end it. AKA balls in the villain's face. Classic one. Good job, me. Lumine's second form, X8. 2 end boss themes in a row. Ah well, who the fuck cares. The finale of X8. Much like the last one, the intensity is strong with this one, but it doesn't give off the whole death awaits feel like the previous one, which I appreciate. The little slowdowns when the shredding guitar takes a breather was originally something I didn't like, but with repeated hearings, those parts grew on me. In a way, this song was the finale of the whole X series, and it sure as shit isn't a bad thing if you ask me. The end fight is pretty cool too, apart from one aspect. Instant dead if you take too long. Fucking bullshit. Before number 1, here's a few quick honorable mentions. Boomer Quanger stage, X1. X Hunter stage 1, X2. Doubler stage boss, X3. Zero stage 2, X5. Idea, X6. Stage select. X1. You know, it was a real pain in the ass trying to figure out a list like this. This much of a pain was the classic series, and this how much the X series was. But the number one choice was a no-brainer for me. I just love this song so much. It's simple yet elegant, cool but not trying to be too cool, and it just makes you spend so much more time looking at some of the most memorable bosses from the series. You start checking out their height, attacks, random info like that, but that's only an excuse to keep listening. You know that quote-unquote dance for Reaper? I like to imagine this is what he's listening to. I love it. There's nothing else I can say. I just love it. I'm Isle, and I'll see you all later. Thank you! You're a beautiful audience! I fucking hate myself too!